Hi, I'm William Malik, and I'm here with today's bit of security for March 1st, 2024. I'd like to talk about an odd concept, which is, can you put zero trust on the mainframe? Well, it turns out you can, and it's actually important that you do, and here's why. From the very beginning, computers have always had a characteristic ratio of the amount of data they carry and the amount of processing power they have. As an accident of history, we did mainframes first. Mainframes are extremely data rich and, comparatively speaking, MIPS poor. And the reason you can see that in a mainframe is when you tune them, you want to keep the mainframe processing at 100% utilization with work ready to go. Mainframes typically have 3,000 to 5,000 times the amount of data available to them than PCs, and this ratio has been stable for the last 30 years. So relatively speaking, mainframes are data rich and PCs are MIPS rich. You can tell this on a PC because you can't type fast enough to get the utilization of a PC above about 0.5%. But the amount of data that a PC has direct access to is measured in gigabytes, maybe mainframes, terabytes. So what that means is, in a network handling a diverse workload with work of varying types of data or compute intensity, you want to have mainframes in there. So what does zero trust do? Well, zero trust gives you the principle of least privilege, meaning only access what you can say. It requires strong authentication, forcing people to prove who they say they are. You monitor individual behaviors to make sure that a person or a process isn't straying out of bounds, and you make sure that the networking capabilities are limited. Well, architecturally, mainframes can do all of that easier than a PC for the very simple reason that the mainframe architecture gives each process its own address space. So any address that it can write is either completely out of bounds, which is enforced through storage protect keys and the difference between supervised state and problem state, or it is accessible only to the process, something that PCs and Linux, Unix variants simply lack. So if you put that on a mainframe, you now have a very robust anchor for the data-intensive side of the equation. So you're asking to yourself, well, what if I've got a problem that is very data-intensive and very compute-intensive, like, say, the holodeck on the USS Enterprise? Well, the answer there is client-server. You want to distribute the processing, have a presentation front end, which is handled by the compute-rich PC-like environment, and a data-rich back end, and that's your mainframe. Something to think about, and that's your bit of security. And I'm William Malik. Have a good day.